Before the season, everyone said the two best teams in the NFC were the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Turns out the two best teams in the NFC are the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. NFC Championship, very good showdown. This rivalry is sort of becoming the biggest, maybe the best rivalry in the NFL. Very similar teams. Tough defense, ground and pound, exciting young quarterbacks. What do you like?
Yeah, that's right. I think this is probably the more evenly matched game. We've seen these teams go at it so many times, and all the games seem to be pretty close. Seattle has won a couple of blowouts in Seattle, but generally the games between these two teams are pretty close. That's why I think the key guy in this game is going to be the referee, Gene Steratore. These two teams really bend the rules, really dare the referees to throw flags, and I think that's why this game is going to come down to, which team is able to get away with what they do. The Seahawks play that very physical brand of defense in the secondary. The Niners are like the pass masters at pushing off. The receivers push off to make catches. Interestingly, Steratore and his crew refereed one of the Seahawks game earlier this season. No defensive pass interference penalties against the Seahawks in that game. That's why I think that they could...
It'll come down to the flags.
It could come down to the flags.
See, I think it's going to come down to the quarterbacks. I think, the defenses are there. Everyone knows they're going to be great. They're going to make plays. Everyone knows running backs are going to make plays. Lynch, Gore, terrific. When it comes to the quarterbacks, I just got to side with Colin Kaepernick and the Niners. Russell Wilson and that offense has quietly been kind of bad the last few weeks. And I think the fact that they have this defense is camouflage that. He threw for like 100 yards last week. And I think what Kaepernick can do with Bolden, Crabtree, Vernon Davis, three great premier targets. He has too many options. At the end of the day, I'd rather have that offense, and I think they're going to win. On the road, they're going to be used to the noise by now. I think if there's one X factor, it could come down to the 49ers clock management. They make Andy Reid look like the master of burning timeouts. If the game is close, the fact that they burn timeouts so readily during games, that could cost them in the end. All right, we'll see.